Are the negative voices in your head keeping you from achieving your goals? I'll share with you how these voices have come to be and what to do about them so that they no longer keep you stuck. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll be notified of new videos to help you develop self-confidence so you can show up authentically and achieve bold goals. The steps I'll share with you are the steps I use to overcome my negative inner voice and achieve my goals. Since all of humanity, there has been the constant tussle between how we want to show up and how we think other people will perceive what we're presenting. Enter the voices in our heads. Now, let me be clear, the voices in your head can sometimes be motivating and supportive, just pushing you on, telling you you can do it, go on. Well, that was certainly an experience I had when I went snorkeling in Fort Lauderdale, but that's a story for another day. Or it can be negative, just condemning you and just asking questions like, who do you think you are? Nobody will like your work. So for the purposes of this video, we will be focusing on the latter, because when those negative voices are amplified, they can keep us stuck and they can actually keep you from achieving your goal. So let's talk about these negative voices. How have they come about? Well, these negative voices at some point in your life were an external voice of somebody else, of a situation or an experience that was external. You heard it enough times, you internalized it, and now it's like your voice. It may at some point have been the voice of an authority figure telling you that you're not good enough, or that the work that you have presented is not up to standard and that it's not acceptable and that you did a poor job. Or it could have been the voice of loved ones who did not believe in you, and as a result they put down your work. Or it may just have been the result of life experience. Maybe you put yourself out there and you experience rejection, and so as a result you now have learned that you are not acceptable, that you are not good enough, that you will face rejection if you try. It's important to recognize that these voices do not just exist to hurt us. Sometimes the negative voices are a form of self-protection. Like the example I spoke about earlier, where maybe you put yourself out there and then you face rejection. As a result, you have now internalized that putting yourself out there will bring about rejection. And so maybe when you're now attempting to do something daring, something stepping outside of your comfort zone, that negative voice, your mind will bring it back like, no, don't do this, don't do this. But that's because it's trying to protect you from what it feels like you're going to suffer rejection, you're going to suffer from something. Here's what I want you to take note of. Those negative voices don't show up when you are cozy. They don't show up when you're just chilling, when you are just sitting in your comfort zone and not trying anything new and not trying to achieve goals or succeed. Those negative voices don't show up in those times. They show up when you are daring to be better, to do better, to achieve more. Think about it. They show up when you're about to take a leap, when you're about to speak in public for the first time, when you're about to give a presentation, when you decide that you want to go for that promotion. So let this be your self-awareness check. Whenever the negative voices come up, know that you are making a choice to be better, that you are making a choice to make a change in your situation, and that is a good thing. So how do you begin to deal with these negative voices? Firstly, acknowledge it. I see those negative voices like a child who wants attention. When a baby begins to cry, a baby's trying to get your attention. The baby's trying to say to you either, I'm hungry, I need my nappies changed, I want to sleep. It's trying to get your attention. And these are what the negative voices are actually doing. So acknowledge what you're feeling. Acknowledge what you're hearing. In my case, I would really just sit down. Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I stop. I calm down and I connect with my feelings and with my emotions. I acknowledge what's going on, that, hey, listen, I'm about to give this speech and I'm really scared. And so I acknowledge that I'm scared about what I'm about to do, and I begin to take the time to understand that fear. Why am I scared? Am I scared because I'm not prepared? Am I scared because I think that my message will not be received well? I begin to process what that feeling is. So instead of just shutting it down and just acting like, no, what, you know what, no, let's just go. We're going, we're doing this, like, I don't care. I acknowledge what I'm feeling in the moment. I don't deny it. I don't brush it off. I don't rush it away. I take a minute or so, or a few seconds, depending on the situation, to pay attention to what I'm feeling. Is it emotion? Is it anxiety that I'm feeling? Is it fear? Am I frustrated? Am I exhausted? What am I feeling? What is causing those negative voices to come up? What is it saying? And then I process it. Like I said earlier, so having acknowledged it, I'm about to give a speech. What's going on? What is this negative voice about that people will not respond to my talk? Okay, let's process that. Where is this coming from? Is it because maybe I may have given a talk in the past and it was not received well? Is that truth? Or is that just fear? And then I can go, oh no, you know what? There's no validity to that. I've not given a speech before where it wasn't received well. So definitely that's not truth. So maybe it's fear. Okay, fear about what? That I'm going to stand in front of people. How will they see me? And so I take a minute or so to just process what that voice is about and to distinguish whether it's truth or whether it's just fear. As with the example about rejection, so if you are about to love again, if you're about to do something and the voices are telling you that you will be rejected, that your work is not good enough, again, process it. Is there truth in what this voice is saying? Is there fear in it? Is it from experience? Is there concrete evidence that this has happened? And so yes, if you have been rejected in the past, then you can say, okay, yeah. Okay, I was rejected in the past. What are the chances that I'll be rejected again now? Have I done due diligence? Will it happen again? And so you can just really process what these voices are saying. You can also process these voices by determining where it has come from. Where is this negative voice coming from? Is it because you were told when you were a teenager, when you were a young woman, or even maybe recently that, something you did was not good enough? Is that what is now coming up back to you that, you know what, this video, like I'm doing now, like this video is not going to be good enough, where is that coming from? By processing whether it's truth, fear, or simply other people projecting their own insecurities on you, you'll be able to move forward. So if it is truth, you can then take steps to make sure that your presentation is good, you have the facts, and that you're connecting with your audience, or prepare for the job interview, prepare for the promotion so that you have a better chance of succeeding. So if it is truth, you can take the steps necessary to eliminate that negative voice and move forward. But if it is other people projecting their own insecurities on you, you can then isolate it to say, you know what, that voice is just the voice of my former boss who felt like I was not good enough. It's not valid and I'm not paying attention to it. And so by processing it, you can actually put it in the right category and move forward. Are you feeling this video so far? Is it connecting? If it is, give this video a thumbs up and leave me your comments. What are some of your negative voices? Another step to deal with your negative inner voice is to take the bite off. What do I mean? Follow the thought through. So the example about trying to put yourself forward for a promotion and all of those voices are just going off like, you know what, you're not gonna get the job. They will think you're not good enough. You will perform badly and all of that. Follow that thought through. So, okay, I may not get the job. So what? And then just follow it through. Okay, so if I go for the interview and I don't get the job, they will think I'm not good enough. Okay, if they think I'm not good enough, so what? Well, if they think I'm not good enough, then maybe they won't give me any more opportunities. Okay, if they don't give me any more opportunities, what next? If they don't give me any more opportunities, I will feel stuck and in the same position. Okay. If I feel stuck and in the same position, what next? If I feel stuck and in the same position, I would then look for another job and leave the company. Okay, if I leave the company and look for another job, what next? Well, it means I will then go and get another job that I like in another company. I will try for something better. Okay, that's a good thing. I'll try for something better. And if I try for something better, what next? I will be happier. I will get job satisfaction. I will be more fulfilled, and just follow that thought through. And if you do that, you'll find that there's really no bite in it. So yes, it started with that loud, whoa, they're going to think you're not good enough if you don't get the job. So don't even try. Well, if they think I'm not good enough, so what? I won't get another job. Okay, what next? I'll feel stuck and I will feel stifled. Okay, so what next? You just keep following that thought through, and eventually you find out, hey, there's no bite in this thing. As a matter of fact, if I go and I don't get the job, well, it may lead me down another path that I will find happiness and fulfillment. Practice those steps I've just shared with you. Practice them, get used to them, because negative voices will not stop. And that's also why I titled this video, How to Deal with a Negative Inner Voice, as opposed to how to shut down your negative inner voice. Because shutting it down means trying to deny it, trying to brush it off, and that's unhealthy. When you shut down those feelings, when you shut down those thoughts, trust me, they're going to find other ways to show up, and it will not be nice. So instead of trying to shut them down, walk with them. Take the bite off, process it, and then just one step at a time, do them often, and you'll find out that it's second nature. Acknowledge your feelings, because when you begin to do that, like the example I mentioned earlier about the child, when you pick that child up and rock that child and change the child's nappies and give the child food, you find out that the child is calmer. Will the child not cry again tomorrow? Of course he will or she will. But it's the fact that our negative voices sometimes are part of us because of the environment we've grown up in and our experiences in life. But they do not need to keep you stuck, and you can find ways to deal with them and actually prosper and progress and keep moving forward. Like I mentioned, sometimes those negative thoughts are just self-protection. Your feelings need room to breathe. And sometimes they are an accumulation of everything that has been happening external that is now internal. But you can work with them, let go of the ones that don't serve you, and then just keep moving forward. If you want one-to-one support to get unstuck so that you can achieve your goals, then book a no-fee discovery call with myself, and I will be so happy to show you how I can help. Subscribe if you've not done so already. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with anybody who can benefit, and let me hear you in the comments. Grab my free gift, 3 Steps to a Confident You. All the information is in the description box below and also on my website, christianasenibo.com. Until I see you with the next videos, you can check out these videos and go out there and just achieve those goals and become all that you can be. And I will see you real soon.